What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's Late Night Agenda Transfer Roundup. I did record a video earlier on this evening around the situation in our fan base. If you get a chance, please do give that a watch and let me know your thoughts. But right now, I'm here to speak about a signing that Liverpool have made, or I should say an extension that Liverpool have made, and to look a little bit ahead to what we can expect before the end of this January transfer window and, of course, into the summer. You know the drill. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and of course hit that subscribe button. So let's start off with some good news, and that is that Stefan Bajcetic has signed a new long-term contract that will keep him at Liverpool Football Club until 2027. It is just reward, in my opinion, and I'm sure in yours as well, for an unbelievable breakthrough, an unbelievable set of performances for somebody so young. I think he's recently just turned 18 years of age, and my God, what a talent he is. To think of the small, I think it was 200 grand or something like that when Liverpool brought him into the club from Spain. He is clearly becoming a fan favourite and certainly somebody who Jurgen Klopp seems to trust. So fantastic news to hear that Stefan Bajcetic has signed a new agreement, and we look forward to seeing his development, and maybe he starts against Brighton in the FA Cup on Sunday, excuse me. What are you saying? Do you agree? Should he be in the midfield? I'm probably giving away some of my predicted 11 already, but yeah, spoiler alert, he's going to be in my 11. Right, we move on to speak about the summer. And Ian Doyle has said that FSG will be spending money, and quite a bit of it, on midfielders in the summer. I don't know why the need was there to go with FSG will be. That you know, from Ian Doyle kind of just made me feel like a little bit of a... Yeah, I don't think there was a need for that. But maybe I'm reading too much into it. You know, I just feel like it's a bit pro FSG for my own liking. But look, either way, as long as there is going to be money spent, that's a good thing. Will FSG have taken on a partner by then? Well, the QIA stuff certainly seems to be gathering momentum, and that's something we'll speak on, or we will have spoken on by the time you watch this, I guess, in tonight's stream over on Twitch. Fabrizio Romano has been given a little bit of an update on Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain being linked as a target for Brighton. Fabrizio said that I don't think Liverpool will let any midfielder leave in January. Let's see what happens in the summer. Well, obviously, in the summer, Liverpool don't really have to consider Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain or moving him on because his contract will be up, and I don't see a rational world where Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain gets a new Liverpool deal. So, for me, I'd sell him. I would honestly sell him in January because I don't see what he brings to the team other than a body at this moment in time. He played a couple of games recently on the left side of attack, and I don't think he was great. He wasn't terrible, but certainly nothing that I think is going to be a game changer for us. So my own personal opinion, I would always rather give those minutes to a player coming through, a Carvalho, an Elliott, somebody like that, a Ben Doak. So for me, if any offer came in for a few million quid, I would urge Liverpool Football Club to sell Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, because he isn't going to be a starter in our midfield, and nor is he going to be good enough to be a difference maker for us between now and the end of the season. Little bit now on Sofyan Amrabat, and apparently Liverpool have pulled out of the conversations around Amrabat because, I should say that again, his representative, my apologies, Sofyan Amrabat's representative pulled out of negotiations with Liverpool, sorry on that one, because of concerns about Liverpool looking at so many other midfield targets. I guess that's understandable to an extent. I mean, none of us would have been inside those conversations, so we won't have known how much Liverpool Football Club were basing their potential new midfield around Amrabat. Was he going to be a fringe player who could be somebody who was pushing Fabinho or Bajcetic? Was he not getting the reassurances that he would have wanted? I would never really want Liverpool to give assurances to anyone of guaranteed starting time, other than maybe Jude Bellingham. See, I managed to squeeze him into the video just when you thought I probably wasn't going to. So yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Reports recently have suggested that Amrabat may well end up at Atleti, that he certainly favours a move, according to reports, to Diego Simeone's team. And if that's the case, then so be it. It's a shame. I think he would have been nice at Liverpool, and I can see why Klopp is an admirer of him and looked at his services. But it is what it is, I guess. You can't win them all. It's been interesting. So Redbird, who Jerry Cardinal and Redbird own AC Milan, and of course also own 11% of all of FSG's holdings. They're not very popular with the AC Milan fans at the minute, who are already looking for them to sell up and get out because, well, he doesn't really care and sees them as nothing other than a stock or a way to make money. Yep. I know the feeling, lads. Definitely know the feeling. Us Liverpool fans can certainly sympathise on that one. We have many similar feelings about FSG, and I guess he is part of FSG now because he owns 11% of them. So not a great sign to see AC Milan fans already starting to call for Jerry Cardinal and Redbird to disappear. Right. Last little bit this evening when it comes to transfers is around the player who's probably most spoken about at the minute in the Premier League with a view to trying to be taken from Brighton, and that is, of course, Moses Caicedo. We've seen that Chelsea have had I think it was £55 million offer rejected from Brighton, and there's talk that they want 75 million plus. So Ben Jacobs today has said Liverpool are no longer in the race for Moses Caicedo because they believe that even £65 million is too much for the midfielder, let alone the £75 million plus asking price. And you know what? I agree with this. Caicedo is a good player. He has had a good impact on Brighton and on the Premier League since he's come in. But football prices are just getting crazy and teams are starting to ask ridiculous money. Ultimately, he's only in there a few months. He's only at Brighton a short term and his impact has been grand, but not enough to start calling him a 75, 80 million pound midfielder. Football needs to chill. Football needs to relax here. I would much rather, if I had to spend that much money, look to a Declan Rice or I'm not going to say Bellingham again because I'm taking it as a given that you're all with me on that one, that's a no-brainer once Liverpool get that sorted. But the likes of Barella, I would absolutely have at Liverpool for that money or maybe even less. Who else would we be looking at? Enzo has a €120 million release clause in his deal, which is about, 106, 107 million pound. They're the type of deals that I think would make far more sense than Moses Caicedo for 75 million. It'd be interested to see if Todd Bowley and Chelsea pay it, but I do understand Liverpool walking away from it because one thing we've known about Jurgen Klopp and many managers is that unless they see value there, unless they feel that the deal is right, they will walk away. And as frustrating as it is to hear us ruled out of another potential midfielder, I do think there does have to be a line in the sand and there does have to be a point at which the club goes, nah, enough is enough. These prices are getting absolutely ridiculous. So as much as it's annoying, I do understand it and I kind of do agree with that stance on that. But it still doesn't solve the midfield crisis, and I still don't believe FSG with their leaking or their pro-FSG media to say that the money's definitely going to be there in the summer, because all we have to go off is the history of them owning the club, and we've only ever spent big money when we've sold big money, so I'll believe it when I see it. Over to you, my friends. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you same time, same place tomorrow, where we will be releasing our Brighton preview for the FA Cup. Look forward to chatting with you then. Take care. Bye bye.